We're missing someone, we're just waiting. Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. Oh, hi there. Awesome.
We like a little last-minute drama here. Welcome to the 2026 Perpich Arts High School graduation ceremony. To the class of 2026, congratulations! And to the families, friends, faculty, and staff joining us today, thank you for the many ways you have encouraged, supported, and believed in these graduates throughout their journey. Today, we celebrate not only their accomplishments as artists, but also the amazing humans they are. My name is Allegra Smisek, and I have the honor of serving as Executive Director of Perpich Center for Arts Education. On behalf of the Perpich Board of Directors, I offer heartfelt congratulations to our graduates. While you may not see them every day, please know that they are cheering you on and deeply proud of what you have accomplished. One of the most powerful things I've witnessed this year has been your artistic growth. Watching your work develop from junior to senior year has been so inspiring. Your confidence has grown, your voices as artists have become clearer, braver, and more fully your own. That kind of growth does not happen by accident. It comes from discipline, vulnerability, collaboration, and the courage to keep creating even when the process is difficult. It gives me hope knowing that each of you will carry those skills into the world in your own way. Some of you will pursue artistic careers. Others will bring your creativity into schools, businesses, communities, and countless other spaces. But all of you leave here with the ability to imagine something better and the confidence to help create it. That is the lasting power of an arts education. As you move forward, Perpich will always be part of your story, a place where your creativity was nurtured, your ideas mattered, and your voice was heard. Congratulations, class of 2026. We can't wait to see what you create next. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce someone who embodies the heart and soul of Perpich, your principal, Rebecca Bullen.
Good afternoon and welcome. What an incredible day. Graduation for Perpich class of 2026, and a time to celebrate these extraordinary artists and creative thinkers. As Director Smisek mentioned, I'm Rebecca Bullen, and you'll hear this a lot for those of us that work at Perpich, it is an honor to be in the role as principal. I stand before you today feeling incredibly fortunate and proud because, not to brag, but I have the best job. As I suspect many of the parents, guardians, and family members with us today, whether in person or online, I've come to fully appreciate that this time is one of the many emotions, and tears are natural, even beautiful in a response to the many moments leading up to this special day. A moment of transition, a moment of transformation. Families, you've held these young people through childhood, through adolescence, through the growing pains and the glowing moments. For at least 17 years, you've nurtured them, cheered them on, supported them, and loved them. You've helped them get to this day. So get your tissues ready, because this ceremony is filled with joy, pride, and celebration of these amazing young artists and humans. I feel it deeply, and I know you will too. Now, it is my great pleasure to introduce our student speaker, a talented and hardworking member of our music department, a department of phenomenal musicians who have continuously blown away my mind with their skills. I first met Mie the summer of 2023 when she attended a Perpich summer camp in a guitar class with Bob Fry. Mie asked to meet with me one day, and we sat in my office for a while she asked question after question after question, soaking up Perpich knowledge and expressing a desire to one day be a Perpich student. She had spark and passion. The following year, she applied, was accepted, and has continued her journey of soaking up knowledge, sharing her many musical talents, her intellect, wit, and countless forms of storytelling through varying art creative ways. Mie is an amazing artist and person, thoughtful, kind, creative, and I am proud to say today's class of 2026 student speaker. Please join me in welcoming Mie Morimoto.
Well, how's everyone doing tonight? I haven't getting my papers. I haven't memorized, and yet I'm just getting nervous here because it's a big day. Well, as you heard, my name is Mie Morimoto. I'm a returning senior in the music department. I want to thank the teachers, staff members, board members, parents, family, friends, and the countless others who have supported this class. Perpich class of 2026. How many of you excited to graduate? How many of you have mixed feelings about graduating? Me. I first came to Perpich during the summer of 2023 for a guitar camp taught by Bob Fry. Flash forward to just a year later, I was playing guitar in the performance hall with my first ensemble, the American James. I'm looking at you, James. Yeah! As brilliant as it is to be a Midwestern public residential arts high school, that's not only what Perpich is. Perpich is an arts scene. It's a safe space for artists, a safe place for the marginalized, the othered. It's a place to escape your hometown that won't accept you. It's a place to express yourself. It's a place where you can be weird. It's a place where individual weirdos truly can feel part of a community. I don't think I really felt that before Perpich. I grew up in 2 different countries, and when I was growing up in Japan, I was always the white girl. And then when I moved to the United States, I became the Asian kid. I never tried to be like everyone else because no matter what I do, I knew I could never be normal. I hadn't realized that I could be different and still find belonging. I didn't think it was possible. It wasn't only things like being mixed race, being neurodivergent, having weird interests that made it difficult for me to relate to people. I'm an artist, like yourself. Artists create, they express, they have their passions. They're so passionate and they think differently. And yet, we're told things like the arts are pointless, or the arts aren't worth pursuing as a career, or even worth doing at all. Then, I heard the words, "What about Perpich?" At Perpich, everyone loves art. Everyone is an artist. Students, teachers, staff, everyone has a passion for and values the arts. People come from so many different experiences here. Due to the nature of having the dorms, we have students from as close by as Golden Valley to as far away as International Falls. We have dancers, animators, rockers. I've met so many interesting people here, like yourself. The norms at Perpich, I'm going to be honest, they're completely different to that of a regular school. I walk down hallways of painted lockers and art murals to see a rainbow of different hair colors, flamboyant fashions from Gothic vampires to 2000s alternative. And I see people always complimenting each other and sharing ideas. I'm inspired by the people I've met here, each in their own niche. At Perpich, we don't live day to day under a strict binary. People proudly express themselves in their own styles. We have our passions in art as well as outside of art, and we're not afraid to show them off. Everyone has their own character here, and the school body is colorful. And that's the beauty of Perpich. Instead of having a few people stick out like a sore thumb, everyone has their own distinct color of self-expression. Baby blue, hot pink, dull gray. Each one of us is beautiful, and we make one beautiful painting. My 2 years at Perpich have been the best 2 years of my life. I have so many fun memories. I got sucked into really weird situations. It's true. I have so many stories to tell. I've met really cool people, and I've learned so much here. Spontaneous music jam sessions, my first time sailing, being forced to make corn husk dolls by Tori Peterson. I became an RA at the dorms. We partied the System of a Down at school dances, only at Perpich. Only at Perpich. Together, we have formed a community because we have such different experiences from one another. Because we are individuals, our differences create our community. Together, we are Perpich. We have made so many memories at this school, and time moved so fast. So many of us have grown so much during our time at Perpich. Many of us started out shy and uncertain about our identities and insecure, but we grew out of our shells to become our most authentic selves. We had move-in weekend together, first day of school, dedication day, gala, capstones, bagel day, love in the sun, minion day, school dances, all the art events, and now, graduation. I feel like there are so many things as the student speaker that I wanted to say. It was really hard to limit myself, but I'm out of time. All I say, here we are, individuals who have become a community. Perpich has been my family. This is us. We are Perpich. This ceremony is a commencement, and to commence means to begin. Now, as cliche as this may sound, this isn't the end. This is the start of a new chapter. Wherever you'll all go, whatever path you may follow, whatever your future holds, you will all carry Perpich with you. Thank you, Perpich. PCAE Class of 2026! Media. Media arts is the art of photography and cinematography. That really isn't just what media is. No. Led by the media duo Khalid and Elizabeth, the media department means darkrooms, camera, film, planning, editing, lighting, and so much more. Media students work in the media lab in the back cave. You see their work hung up around the Basta Gallery and in exhibits. You watch their films at film screenings and film festivals. You see their still works displayed at the gallery openings, then you rush all the way over to the performance hall to make it to the next media screenings. Collett has compiled a slideshow showcasing the outstanding work from our media students. I proudly present to you the Media Arts Department. Give it up for media! For our second department presentations, meet Lit. Witty writers and cunning poets, these students specialize in the art of writing. In the way that visual arts students paint a picture with paints, literary arts students paint a picture with their words. Like how dance kids make their art move with their bodies, lit kids make their art move with their stanzas, their dramatic irony, their choice of words. From short stories to screenplays, fact or fiction, they never fail to present such mind-blowing pieces of work when they recite them at lit readings. You'd find them writing away in the cozy lit loft, hanging around in the library on Thursdays, preparing for the next upcoming lit reading, solving the mystery of the secret culinary arts department, or playing Mafia with their leader, Kevin Lally. One may naively underestimate them, but lit kids prove that the pen is mightier than the sword. Please welcome Jalena Gumban from the Literary Arts Department.
Hello, my name is Jalena Gumban. I am from the Literary Arts Department. I have two pieces tonight. My first piece is called The Rules to Literary Arts. Rule 1, no whimsy. In a room so serious, there is no room for jubilosity, as we might not have a space like this again. Except maybe we'll sneak a little silly after a reading, a fun Friday fun day, or a monkey Monday, or like how today and every day is Weezer Wednesday. Whatever small moments, they are ours, and are played out with the musical respite of our choosing. Maybe saying whimsy can't happen is more of a label for outsiders to believe we take ourselves seriously. Rule 2, no non-Newtonian science. This is a room where rules have to make sense. Anything hypothetical or purely theoretical can't stand, especially that of which goes against what is conventionally thought. When the writers find themselves in a room of words, the ideas reshape into their own malleable experiences. It's not an expectation, but a hunger for the world that we can claim this voice as ours. Can we articulate for a second? 345 days, 8 hours, and 25 seconds. 2 years of shared space. Yet no day is tangible enough to tell you what they contain, only atoms of meaning. We are fluid, and though it goes against everything, we refuse to follow a law of viscosity. We are muddy and ever-changing. We are created by the experiences we've curated. One moment can act like a book or a chapter. You just have to revisit it. We behave according to the pressures of our inertia, and a film of time covers what we think is definite. Rule 3, no kindness. What is left is not kind. More than an innate softness or a velvet-lined tenderness, tears may be shed, and an ouch may be followed by an oops, but sincerity troubles a bunch who think letters are the best form of communication. We must draft every thought we've had, make lists of our dreams to create meanings, and preferentially must lament over every insecurity before our heart can be shared to the world. We soften the blow of earnesty with sarcasm, and it'll all align as honest. But it doesn't make any of it less meaningful. This room is where we create woven tapestries of memory, stitched thought that blend into the seams we offer comfortability towards uncertainty. Streams of absurdity, our micro-ecosystem of community, and we find ourselves bubbling with poetry. Thank you. For my second piece, it's called What I Thought I Ought to Have Known. Ruminations on writing. In a room full of light, it's full of reflecting rays of brightness, and it's hard to not get overwhelmed in the beauty. It becomes comparative. But you will sparkle in a way that only your life's mosaic can. Spindled sun's rays shine through you. You will get in your own way, and it will feel like potential is a set ideal in your head. And creating rules only creates limitations. Limitations are only good for when you are stuck on vastness. A yellow stuffed bear will say the best way to write poetry is letting it come to you. The words no longer are what are easiest for you. You have opened language to create a world. So don't forget all the things you have already accomplished. Volleying with ego. Open the window and you'll see into the soul a willingness to be vulnerable with self. If no one else, you have to allow yourself the grace in making mistakes. You will grow more than you think you will, and it will require you to repot yourself into something that's a little more fitting. You will see the universe in a sandwich made out of scraps from the mini fridge, and the truth will reveal itself as a grease fire. There will be no recognition of when you begin to bloom. It will just happen. Your hair will get better, you'll dress a little funkier. The movement will come from your body. Be out loud, forwardly, freely volleying through. Don't let the perception create your reality. Not knowing is the last step to humanness, and there isn't one thing you'll be sure you know by the end of it. Contemplations for others, othered. As blooming flowers, we have to see beauty in the seasonal changes and the awaiting growth of next year. And what we ought to have known is that time runs past us like a river, and we will never have had more time than what we have had together. We have grown beyond our garden of love. Our there is here, and our there is where we find ourselves passionately. And so there, don't cry and let tears fall for spilt milk. It'll all come out dry by tomorrow. Together, each piece of this mosaic reflects a world of possibilities. And as we hold the world's sorrow, we hold the world's elation. It all becomes continuous, ever-flowing, and you can't encapsulate this feeling into one whole. Thank you.
When we returning seniors started as juniors last year, we weren't the only ones new to Perpich. One of our beloved teachers first joined the Perpich faculty in the fall of 2024. We have grown with him, and he has become an important member of the Perpich family. He is an established icon. Ryan Meaney teaches English classes at Perpich, the English class of doom and despair. Our class of returning seniors will be his first juniors of Perpich. He will be graduating. Big round of applause to Ryan Meaney. We love you, Meaney.
Hi. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Mie. That was really beautiful. Good afternoon, friends. As Mie just said, and for those that might not know, my name is Ryan Meaney. I've had the honor and privilege of being a teacher here at Perpich for the past 2 years. As I've told all of my classes at the beginning and end of each semester, being an English teacher here at Perpich is my favorite thing to do. Not just because I get to spend my days teaching and learning from the most incredibly talented, resourceful, imaginative, silly, and weirdly wonderful students on the planet, though that is a plus. It's also because Perpich is a special place, and the 2026 graduating class is a group of students that could never, ever be replicated. I am a father of 2 young kids. When I tell people this, specifically students, I'll usually get a response like, "You can't have 2 kids, you're only 19. To which I usually respond, "No, I'm not 19, I'm 19 and a half." But having small children is a wonderful thing. And any folks in the audience who are parents or grandparents or siblings or cousins of young people, you know that moment of creative joy. That look in a 4-year-old's eyes when they hand you something or call you over and say the most beautiful 8 words anyone can hear. "Can I show you this thing I made?" It's the purest, most true form of human connection, the desire to share something that came from us, uninhibited by expectation, something that we conceived and made all on our own. There's something that tends to happen, and I think we're all familiar with it. As we reach school age and we start to make our way into ourselves and our identities, we start to get this nagging self-consciousness about making things, about sharing them with others, about the reactions that they'll get. Is this good enough? Is this good at all? What if I'm rejected for making this? The expectations and pressures, the fear of failure and being outcasted, it drives so many away from doing and sharing what they love. It forces people to fit into the boxes that society wants us to be in, silencing those who most need to be heard. Now, one of my teaching heroes is the artist and writer and professor Linda Barry. Much of her work, both in and out of her classroom, is studying the art and science of creativity. And she has determined that what holds people back from creating in their most authentic way are just two questions. Is this good, or does this suck? She says, I'm not sure when these two questions became the only two questions I had about my work, or when making pictures and stories turned into something I even called my work. I just know I'd stopped enjoying it and instead began to dread it. My friends, it is the job of systems of power to place value on everything, to determine what is good or bad or unworthy of our time or energy. This bleeds over into art and creativity, and it's what stops so many of us from losing that love and joy we get from putting pen, pencil, paintbrush, or guitar pick to use. But oftentimes, these questions of good or bad are the least of our concerns. Way back in September, I tried my best during dedication to parse through what school is even for, what it means to be here and use our experiences and knowledge and creativity to make some sort of meaning out of all of this. Now, I'm not sure if I came to any logical answers, but these questions became all that more important and confusing when the new year hit, and our communities were turned upside down by forces seemingly out of our control. What did it all mean? What is it all for? When powers and institutions meant to protect us are instead tormenting and antagonizing and putting fear into the hearts of those who need hope and help the most. Things felt hopeless. How could we show up during this time, let alone function as a student or a friend, child, a teacher, or a parent? School felt really small. And I'm sure my fellow teachers would agree that we weren't quite sure how to show up. But something happened, and that was you all. You showed up, and you kept asking us, "Can I show you this thing I made?" You painted and played your music loudly and laughed in the lunchroom and read poetry to one another and cried both happy and sad tears. You had those moments where you watched a classmate or a friend perform or saw their work hanging in the gallery, and you held pure awe and wonder, where you saw humanity for all the good that it could be. The great writer Anne Lamott said, "In the aftermath of loss, we do what we've always done. Although we're changed, maybe more afraid, we do what we can as well as we can." You all did what you could, and what you did was extraordinary. Again, I tell all my classes, all of my students that walk through my door, that being an English teacher here at Perpich is my favorite thing to do. And something I want you all to know is that it's because of all of you. You are all shining examples of what an uplifting community can look like, what the world could be if it embraced love and positivity and acceptance. And of course, it wasn't perfect. A lot of it was messy. Some things failed, or they didn't work, or it wasn't what you expected it to be. But through all of it, you made it out the other side forever changed people. You learned and worked through hardships and did things you never expected you could do. You made friends and you shared in common joy with people from all over the state, people you would have never met otherwise if you didn't come here. Please, let someone close to you know that they made a positive impact on you, that you are better because of them. My friends, you have inspired me in more ways than you can ever know. So, in your honor, and with all of you in mind, I have a question for you, class of 2026. Can I show you this thing I made? Imagine if it was just no and I had to be done. I wrote you a poem. It's called The Last One, I Promise. When I told you, go forth and conquer, what I meant to say was, go forth and conquer that which is holding you back. What was keeping you grounded, tethered to the spot, wasn't gravity. It was the unceasing weight of expectations and the fear of getting things wrong. Now, as an aside, I do know that gravity is real and it does exist. I don't really understand science, but I do understand how webcam footage of a mother goose can teach us what unconditional love looks like. Creativity can feel like a burden, like a void, like a black box or a dark room, just waiting and waiting and waiting for you to share your love and spark and light with others, to ask, can I show you this thing I made? And not for need of approval or good or bad, but more like, are you seeing this too? My soul is bare. You can see me, can't you? Shakespeare said, our revels now are ended, and this part, is ended. But you have so much more to do, my friends. We see you, you're here, and you're off. Thank you.
For our next showcase, we have a wonderful performance brought to you by the theater department. Our theater program is categorized under two departments, theater and musical theater. They have two teachers, Tori Peterson and Kevin Holstein. Students act, they sing, they rehearse, they play games. They spend hours memorizing lines, blocking scenes, and preparing for upcoming shows. They'll come to school on weekends during Tech Week, have voice lessons after school, go on field trip to places like the Walker and other theaters to watch productions, run laps, and learn new dances from Kevin. The theater kids are remarkably hardworking, very impressive people. The theater department is terrorized every day by Tori Peterson. But he does it because he cares. Tori was my homeroom. I love you, Tori. The theater and musical theater kids tell such vibrant, immersive stories through their voice and their movement and so many things they do behind the scenes. Every performance of theirs is so amazing, and you're about to be amazed now. Break a leg, theater!
Members of the Perpich piece of advice for you. Sunscreen would be it. Long-term benefits of sunscreen have been scientifically proven, whereas the rest of our advice has no basis more reliable than our own meandering experience. We, the theater kids, will dispense this advice now.
Enjoy the power and beauty of your youth. Oh, never mind. You'll never understand the power and beauty of your youth until you fade it. Until they fade it. But trust us.
In 20 years, you'll look back at photos from the yearbook and recall in a way you can't grasp now. How much possibility laid before you and how fabulous you really looked.
Don't worry about the future.
Or worry, but know that worrying is as effective as trying to solve Amy's algebra equation by chewing bubble gum.
The real trouble in your life
Are apt to be things that to never have crossed your worried mind.
The things that blindside you at 4 p.m. on some idle Tuesday.
Try one new thing every day that scares you.
Don't be reckless with other people's hearts, but don't put up with people who are reckless with your own.
Play!
Don't waste your time on jealousy. Sometimes you're ahead, sometimes you're behind. The race is long, and in the end, it's only with yourself.
Keep the compliments you receive. Forget the insults. If you succeed in doing this,
Please tell us how.
Keep your old love text. Delete your old bank statements. Don't feel guilty if you don't know what you want to do with your life. The most interesting people we know,
Ryan.
Rebecca, Kevin, and Tori didn't know what they wanted to do with their lives at 18. Most Perpich teachers still don't.
Get plenty of calcium.
Mary, please be kind to your niece. You'll miss them when they're gone. Maybe you'll marry. Maybe you won't.
maybe you'll have children.
Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll get divorced at 40. Maybe you'll dance the funky chicken on your 75th wedding anniversary.
whatever you do, don't congratulate yourself too much.
Or berate yourself either.
Your choices are half chance.
So are everybody else's. Enjoy your body. Use it any way you can. Don't be afraid of what you think or what others think. It's the greatest instrument you'll ever own. Dance!
Even if you have nowhere to do it but your own dorm room.
Listen to Bob read his manifesto of film watching, even if you don't follow it. Don't watch makeup tutorials. They'll only make you feel ugly.
Get to know your parents. You never know when they'll be gone for good.
Be kind to your siblings.
Understand that friends come and go.
But the precious few that should hold on.
Work hard to bridge the gaps between geography and lifestyle. Whereas the older you get, the more you need the people you knew when you were young.
Live in New York City once, but leave before it makes you hard.
Live in Northern California once, but leave before it makes you soft.
Travel!
Accept certain inalienable truths. Prices will rise.
Politicians will philander.
You will get old. And when you do, you'll fantasize that when you were young, prices were reasonable.
Politicians were noble.
And children respected their teachers.
Respect your teachers!
Don't expect anyone else to support you.
Mom, Dad,
Maybe you have a trust fund. You know, maybe you'll have a wealthy spouse, but you never know when either one might run out. Don't mess too much with your hair.
Or by the time you're 40, it will look 125.
Careful with whose advice you buy, but be patient with those who supply it. Advice is a form of nostalgia.
Dispensing it is a way of fishing it out of the disposal.
Wiping it off
painting over the ugly parts.
And recycling it for more than it's worth.
But trust us on the sunscreen.
Out in the meadow one night, on a thin blade of grass, sat a young firefly, scared of emitting his light, for fear he would die. His mother had warned him, bats, possums, and bears all will be drawn to your spark. They lobe it back, don't know quite why, but I'll give you their mark. A cricket who fiddled nearby saw him there waiting and said, Brother, how can you hide all your light deep inside when you look so divine? So shine, fireflies, into the darkness, never let them steal your dance. Be our guide till the morning, and fill this black expanse. Just be the light that we've been waiting for, and we'll make music to your flashing, soaring light. Don't deny that you're right, don't be shy, come on, firefly, light up the sky. Nature put spark in your heart. I can see that you're working so hard to suppress the need that burns deep in your soul to bioluminesce. So flick and the firefly lit up his tail. He flew up and sent out a flare. The other scared firefly saw it and started to dare. So shine, fireflies, into the darkness, never let them steal your dance. Be our guide till the morning, and fill this black expanse. Just be the light that we've been waiting for, and we'll make music to your flashing, soaring light. Don't deny that you're bright, don't be shy, come on, firefly, light up the sky. Nightingales, possums, bats, badgers, and bears came out as if in a trance. Seeing the fireflies twirling, they joined in a dance. Yes, they all knew when tomorrow came round, they'd do as all predators ought. But in this new galaxy's light, tonight they forgot. The truth is we're all fireflies, all of us waiting our lives for a sign, forgetting that we are the stars that have to align. If you send out a spark, you'll be part of the dazzling design. So shine, fireflies, into the darkness, never let them steal your dance. If you shine till the morning, then we might have a chance. Let us decide what make the music for. Let's let it rain for your flashing, soaring light. Time for dancing, you're not standing by. You'll have a light in you, you can't deny. Just be the light that we've been waiting for. Don't wait for a reply, don't be shy, come
Now, we would like to present the works from the seniors of the largest department at Perpich, the population known at our school as the Vish Kids. Vish is home to the most diverse palette of mediums for artistic expressions. The painters, sculptors, textiles, printmakers, 2D artists, 3D artists, physical mediums, digital mediums, mixed media, animators, illustrators, just to name a few. They're often stereotyped as the so-called mainstream demographic at Perpich here, but you'll find all kinds of people at Vish. Our several visual arts teachers, Cameron, Jeremy, Kate, Catherine, Lindsay, plus John and Gage, all specialize in vastly different visual art disciplines. To identify a classic Vish kid, look for traces of paint or dry clay on their hands, desks, or clothes. Check your robes. See them clutching a sketchbook or a drawing tablet in class, or stitching something with a needle and thread. We're about to see the outstanding creations that came from the Vish track, a slideshow compiled by Jeremy. Behold, the Visual Arts Department. And now, it's time to present the music department. Can't believe it's almost over. We're gonna graduate. During my junior year, I did a study involving student surveys and observations concluding that culturally, music students are seen as the jocks of our school. I have seen things in my department. Odd things. I am fascinated by the Perpich music bro culture. But I also got to experience what it's like being part of an art department family. I watched our department grow together in the 2 years I've been here. I watched my peers get better at music, but I also noticed myself get better at music. Music theory, ensembles, music production, improv, vocal interp, music styles, the lecture classes, showcase, capstone. These may sound like just words to you, but it was growth for us. Thank you to Kevin Holstein, James Allen, Bob Fry, and Corey Hess for all that you have taught us in the music department. Before we have our performers play for us, I would also like to pay tribute to one of our music teachers. We aren't the only ones moving on today. James Allen, our Australian music teacher, is retiring. Give it up for James. Give it up for James. Yeah, yes! Rad. James has been part of the music faculty for over 20 years. He teaches us about the history of music and music theory to learn in order to impress your crush on Valentine's Day. He goes on spontaneous tangents about Australia and songs about Vegemite. He takes every opportunity to play the intro to Stairway to Heaven. And he tells us really corny dad jokes. Have you heard the one about the Irish tap dancer, the one who fell into the sink? I heard that joke 6 times. He told us that one on the last day of school. We have learned so much from you, and you're like our dad in music. Yay! Even considering that we're all graduating, so we're gonna be gone anyway, we're gonna miss you. Thank you, James. Give it up for James. James Allen. James. For our final presentation, please welcome the graduation ensemble to the stage.
Here's the time we all have been waiting for. At this time, we present the members of the class of 2026 for graduation. Executive Director Smisek and board members. Each of these students are eligible to participate in this ceremony, and upon verification of meeting all the requirements of the Perpich Center of Arts Education, Minnesota, they will receive a diploma from the Perpich Arts High School. It is with great pleasure to have them presented to you. Students, Director Smisek will be on stage to shake your hands and congratulate you, and Rebecca and I will be there to hand you your diploma covers and to congratulate you. Reading names today are science teacher, Debrauske, and English teacher, Jess, Nite. Let's give them a round of applause.
Mie Morimoto. Jalena Gumban. Ailee Bartz. Natalie Campbell. Ruth Civettini. Gwyneth de Villers. Elsie Erickson. Reece Feinberg. Sofia Martinez Delgado. Audrey Tuite. Armonn Burns. Ehrhardt. Anya Stoll. Jesse Sullivan. Kaylee Davis. Jamie Davis.
Ace Ashmore. Milo Austin. Aurora Gallagher. Arthur Blease. Bailey Brummer. Leon Cabot. Asher Campbell. Emily Adeline Class. Casper Clemens. Milo Crane. Vaughn De La Cruz. Ghost Doyle. Ben Estrada. Caroline Failer. Naomi Flavin. Conroy Babb. Abby Gallardo.
Ash Granzo. Hayden Hardy. Jerry Hasman. Aster Holly. Samantha Holt. The student's not here, but Ivan Kolb. Lila Largent. Salvatore Lean. Sebastian Marquez. Pip Marston. Amelia Matson. Colby Meyer. Millie Miller. Logan Moberg. Emiliano Negretta. Raylio Wynn. AJ Nicholas. Leia Nielsen.
Lydia Nobrega. Jade Norton. Quinn Newsman. Elspeth O'Brien. Jason Partridge. Kaylee Rawson. Noah Rossum. Jay Ruland. L. Saarinen. Lauren Shear. Dace Shay Russell. Emily Smearud. Zach Stigora. Wilder Stinson. Dust Teka. Jesse Vanderheiden.
Sasha Fisalden. Beck Wilson. Emden Zapko.
There's a lot of papers up here. All right, Perpich does graduation right? Yes. I have some thank yous in place. This event, this monumental milestone, could not be what it is without the timeless hours, commitment, and care. I'd like to take a moment to thank a few people who were instrumental in the pre-production, production, choreography, and making today's ceremony possible. Kevin Lally, thank you for your support of student speakers and the thoughtful guidance you provided in shaping their written words and their presentations. James. Yes. James Allen, Kevin Holstein, and Tori Peterson, Mary Harding, thank you for supporting our performers and their wonderful performances today. And Mie mentioned this earlier, because this is graduation day, I'd like to take a special moment to recognize James Allen. I had to get my tissue, James. This is harder than I thought, James. Emotions are good. It shows how much you care, everyone. James, thank you for the many years you have devoted to our students, our school, and our music community. Your humor, your steady presence on stage, untangling and reconnecting cables, and the joy you bring to every ensemble practice and performances have made you a beloved guide and mentor for generations of students. You have truly been, and this one's for you, James, you have truly been instrumental in the history, growth, and the heart of the Perpich music program. Your impact will continue to come through every performance and every musician who has had the privilege of learning from you, and your colleagues too. Please join me in wishing James a joyful and well-earned retirement. James, thank you. This ceremony was my protection because James said that if I did anything to make attention or draw attention to him, that he would walk out and maybe use some like swear words or something. So this was my way of assuring that I was saying, no, it's not too late. Sit down. Thank you, James. Well, she's not retiring. Profe Sarah York is also beginning a new adventure in a new state. Profe has been an extraordinary part of our community, an engaging, passionate Spanish teacher bringing warmth, curiosity, and connection. Sarah, you'll be missed. With gratitude and admiration, we wish you the best on your journey ahead. Khalid Ali and Jeremy Lundquist, thank you for creating the slideshows for the Media and Visual Arts departments and for helping the showcase to show creativity and the accomplishments of our students so beautifully. And to Betsy Anderson and Calibé Productions, thank you for your work in providing a live stream production, helping friends and families near and far share in our celebration today. This event, securing the venue, contracts, wrangling adults and students, is no small feat. The work began months ago. On top of the many other things you do, my partner in crime and right hand, most of the time keeping me on my toes, thank you for making this day all it is and for all you do, Gina Preddy. She truly is a superstar. And helping Gina, providing the student voice, was our senior graduation committee. Would you all stand so we can give you a gratitude? Thank you. As a principal who leads as an educator at heart, I see you, our amazing teachers. I hold deep appreciation for the work you do every day in getting these students here. And this year especially, I want to acknowledge how much you have cared. It's been a hard year for many in our community. There's been fear, uncertainty, lives taken, families impacted, and the weight of ICE activity in our communities has been a lot for us to hold, a lot for you to hold. Our teachers have continued to show up with care, compassion, and creativity for our young artists, holding not only their learning, but also their stories, fears, absences, and the things they carry quietly. Perpich teachers, you continue to find ways to engage, support, encourage, and uplift our students, both success and in hardship. That's no small thing. To my Perpich colleagues and friends, you are truly rock stars. I see you, I appreciate you beyond words. Thank you. Students and families, please join me in thanking teachers and staff, student support team, admissions team, dorm staff, kitchen staff, our nurses, our maintenance and custodial teams, and all the Perpich adults who've deeply cared for and encouraged you, made you laugh, inspired you, and provided you with amazing opportunities. Thank you. As we gather to celebrate this momentous occasion, the graduation of our incredible artists, we also pause to honor the quiet strength, the unwavering dedication of those who walked beside the every step along the way. Parents, guardians, and loved ones who nurtured the students' creativity, fueled their dreams, and stood behind them through late-night rehearsals, muddied canvases, and moments of doubt. To all the parents, guardians, and loved ones, thank you. Thank you truly for sharing your children with us, for trusting us with their dreams, their messy process, their brilliance, and their beautiful journey. For 1 to 2 years, we've watched them take bold steps, take big risks, and take up space as their full, creative, authentic selves. And we know they can only do that because you gave them the love and the tools to grow. Letting go isn't easy, but it's a powerful act of love. And today we celebrate not just what these creative thinkers have made, but who they've become and their ability to move forward and shape their own paths. I hope you feel deep pride in your core. This journey belongs to them, but it also belongs to you. You are the foundation. Through every sacrifice, every ride, every late-night conversation, tears, laughter, and every moment of encouragement and belief, you've helped make this possible. Thank you. Students, let's give your families a round of applause. Perpich graduates, I have stood each day watching you grow, moving toward this very moment. And now here you are at a crossroads, stepping into the next stage of your lives, and for some, that feels exciting. For others, it may be uncertain or even scary. Most likely, it feels all of those things at once, and as I've been saying, it's possible to carry all of those at once. But I want you to know you are ready for this. This year has carried a different kind of weight. Together, we've moved through moments of fear, Uncertainty, grief, change within our communities and across the world around us. Many of you have carried the heaviness of seeing families and community members impacted by school shootings, ICE activity, by violence, loss, by instability, and the very real fears that can come with imagining the future right now. And at the same time, you have also carried hope, joy, ambition, friendship, art, and the excitement of what comes next. Holding both things at once, hope and fear, takes tremendous strength. Through it all, I have watched you continue to show up for one another. I have watched you support each other, rally, protest, lift each other up, and challenge each other, thoughtfully, creating boldly, laughing loudly, and keeping moving forward with care and humanity. I am so proud of the way you carry yourselves and the goodness and possibility you continue to see around you, even when the world feels heavy. Holding both at once, hope and fear, takes tremendous strength. You have shown you are strength. You give me hope for the future. Keep your open minds, your inquisitiveness, your creative thinking, your humanity. Keep asking questions. Keep making art that tells the truth. Keep noticing people around you. Keep choosing empathy when it would be easier not to. The world desperately needs people who can imagine something better and then help create it. Keep choosing empathy when it would not be easier to. As you step into this next chapter, remember this. You do not have to become smaller to fit into the world. Your voice matters, your perspective matters, your creativity matters. There will always be people who try to define you quickly, misunderstand who you are, tell your story. And when you are living your own story, be careful to recognize where it's coming from. Sometimes other people will try to tell you who you are, who you should be, what you are good at, or what your place in the world is. Those stories can begin early and follow us for years, if we let them. Deeply embedded in growth is the learning to ask yourself, is this my story, or is this theirs? Does this story serve my bigger picture? Because this story belongs to you. You are the one who gets to decide what is woven into your narrative. You are artists, thinkers, collaborators, and human beings with tremendous capacity to shape the world around you. You already are. Trust yourselves, trust your voice, trust the stories you carry and the stories you still have to tell. Class of 2026, you are seen. You are valued. You matter not just for what you create, but who you are, who you wish to be. You are Perpich. You are loved. May you continue to create spaces and communities that allow you to be you, to accept who you are, that challenge you, and people that hold you through it. You create that space. You are not leaving this behind. You are taking this all with you. Continue to make life and your community yours. This is a choice, and it is a way of being. Students, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this remarkable time and this remarkable community. Here's to the memories you've made, the lessons you've learned, and the art you've shared. And here's to the next adventure. You, class of 2026, are just getting started. Now, graduates, it's time. Are you ready? All right, so everybody stand up. We practice this. It starts on the right side. We even Googled it a couple times just to make sure. From the right side to the left side, we're presenting the class of 2026.